Welcome to the Collision Hub News Network, your monthly source for the collision repair news and information you need to keep your business moving ahead. In this episode, the National Association of Insurance Commissioners names committee chairs, multiple states introduce bills affecting collision repair, SCRS demands response from the Department of Insurance, IIHS finds problems with headlights. All this and more, so let's get started.
Now, body shops can turn to a true partner for a solution. 3M, the maker of the world's finest abrasives, has teamed up with Festool Automotive Systems, the foremost maker of automotive tools, to bring you a sanding system that allows your technicians to work faster, smarter, and cleaner. It's compact, mobile, and intuitive, the new Total Automotive Sanding System. It settles the dust and raises your productivity and profits.
ICAR has announced a curriculum overhaul for the second quarter of 2019, starting with the elimination of the Road to Gold at the end of this month. In addition, ICAR will continue to introduce more new courses while also offering several courses in Spanish. However, while the course list may be expanding, the required hours of time by the technicians will be reduced. Overall, 12,457 shops trained with ICAR in 2018, up from 9,500 in 2015. Earlier this month, shops from across the state of Texas and the Texas Auto Body Association visited the Capitol to show support for their newly introduced House Bill 1348. The bill aims to crack down on steering and questionable prevailing rates by restricting insurer behavior and demanding a neutral third party conduct labor rate surveys using door rates. Introduced by Republican Representative Travis Clardy of Nacogdoches, House Bill 1348 also contains significant reforms on insurer parts selection and refusal to acknowledge OEM repair procedures. The bill would also serve as a good model for other states to follow due to the clarity and tight language.
Hedson, the worldwide leader in premium curing technology, is revolutionizing UV curing with the introduction of the IRT UVA 2 Prep Cure 4 Digital. The ultraviolet light spectrum generated by our patented UV lamps interacts with special coating chemistries behind the protective glass to produce a fast, high-quality, and durable cure, unmatched in the industry today by any other UVA spectrum equipment. Increase your production. Increase your profit. Increase your performance. For more information on the Hedson curing technologies, visit hedson.com today.
A Wyoming bill that has passed the Senate with an overwhelming vote may have serious effects on consumer rights. With a vote of 20 to 10, Senate Bill 95 declares that an insurer does not have to pay for an OEM part if an aftermarket part approved by a national certified organization exists. Any consumer who wants an OEM part would be responsible for the cost difference should they elect to use OEM parts, barring any specific provision in their policy. This bill effectively gusts a more consumer-friendly bill that was proposed in 2017 by Governor Matt Mead, which allows consumers to choose OEM parts at no additional cost. The Automotive Service Association opposes the legislation, raising questions such as, who is to determine that parts meet OEM standards? What state agency is equipped to evaluate certification standards? How does this protect the consumer? The bill will now move to the House, where it has already been sponsored by 7 representatives. Over the last month, Volvo has issued a number of new position statements for collision repair. They offered follow-up on communication on 3 key components: glass, steering racks, and steering wheel and column. Volvo stressed all windshield replacements should be performed by a location authorized by Volvo facility using only OEM glass and adhesives. For steering racks, the OE has asked shops to replace the component should the vehicle experience a hard shock to the front axle, suspension system, or steering linkage. Specific pressure tests are required to make sure seals are not leaking and that the internal gearing has not been affected. Tests of these types cannot be performed at a repair facility level. Shops are also instructed to inspect the steering rack anytime areas surrounding the steering rack are damaged in an accident. This is required to ensure steering components are not damaged. In cases of damage or doubt, the steering rack must be replaced. Volvo has also encouraged shops to get in writing any attempt by an insurer or appraiser to just reuse a questionable or compromised steering rack. And last, the OE offered clarity for procedures and part replacement around SRS systems. When the steering wheel airbag deploys, the steering wheel must always be replaced. The shop must also inspect the clock spring and steering column. In addition, any airbag deployment and occupied and unoccupied seats must be inspected. The OE demands the shop replace all pretensioners and seatbelt buckles on those occupied seats, regardless of physical inspection. For more information on these important safety tips or for links to all of the new position statements, visit Repairer Driven News. Recent testing by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety drives home the importance of aiming headlamps after a collision. Only half of 2018 model year vehicles tested by the IIHS had headlights able to achieve adequate illumination and glare reduction. With about half of all fatal crashes happening in the dark, properly functioning headlights is a major point of focus for collision repairers. Differences in light source, headlight technology, and even something as simple as how the lights are aimed all affect the amount of useful light supplied. IIHS Senior Test Coordinator Sean O'Malley said in an interview, "Properly aimed low beams light up the road ahead without temporarily blinding drivers of oncoming vehicles." Getting the headlight aimed properly in a collision repair facility might be more involved than a repairer expects, as demonstrated last month in the OEM Repair University program around the Toyota Camry. Make sure to read and follow all OEM procedures.
Since the launch of 90 Line 25 years ago, Glasurit has been a leader in refinish and waterborne innovation. Today, Glasurit continues to offer innovative products with the introduction of 8 high-hiding waterborne toners. Glasurit Color Advance Boosters. Glasurit Color Advance Boosters offer many benefits for collision repair facilities. Ultra-high pigment concentration enables better hiding with less material consumption. Reduce 90 Line base consumption by up to 50% with the Color Advance Boosters. In some cases, these boosters completely eliminate the need for gray shade undercoats. Fewer coat applications allow for shorter process times, generating higher daily booth throughput. Lower base coat film thickness enables faster and harder curing, improved tape resistance, and easier sanding ability. Glasurit has more than 7,400 color formulas and over 1,500 colors that are available with a Color Advance Booster option. As a supplement to the current 90 Line mixing bases, Color Advance Boosters are ideal for all body shops that want to turbocharge their efficiency and profitability. Finally, you can lower your material consumption, increase your profits, and decrease your process times. Please contact your BASF account representative for questions, or visit us at basfrefinish.com.
The Society of Collision Repair Specialists has asked the insurance commissioners for all 50 states to respond if it is reasonable that the cost of following automaker repair instructions be reimbursed in a claim, or expect that an insurer claiming procedure exclusions would have put it in the customer's policy. To date, only 28 states and District of Columbia have responded. Each generally stated that nothing in state law or regulations formally compelled insurers to reimburse OEM procedures. Some of the states' responses to these questions took interesting turns, such as Arkansas, Washington, D.C., Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Mississippi, Nevada, South Dakota, and Virginia. Visit Repairer Driven News for complete coverage on the state's responses, as well as links to the unedited documents. In related news, the National Association of Insurance Commissioners has named their 2019 committee chairs and vice chairs. Of interest to the collision repair industry is the Property and Casualty Committee, which will be chaired by Elizabeth Keller Dwyer of Rhode Island with Vice Chair Scott White of Virginia. The Market Regulation and Consumer Affairs Committee will be chaired by Clora Lindley Myers of Missouri and Vice Chair Alan Kerr of Arkansas. It's important for repairers to understand the cross-state communication and influence the NAIC members can have on each other throughout the year. If your state is represented, it's a great opportunity to dialogue with your insurance commissioner around consumer interest. The Alliance of Automobile Manufacturers and Association of Global Automakers declared that all post-collision vehicle repairs must follow OEM repair procedures. The statement by the two trade groups represents 99% of U.S. new car and light truck manufacturers and formally aligns the automakers with the stance held for nearly a decade by three national collision repair trade groups and ICAR. The Auto Alliance's membership includes BMW, FCA, Ford, General Motors, Jaguar Land Rover, Mazda, Mercedes, Mitsubishi, Porsche, Toyota, the Volkswagen Group, and Volvo. Global automakers includes Aston Martin, Ferrari, Honda, Hyundai, Isuzu, Kia, Locomotors, Maserati, McLaren, Nissan, PSA, Subaru, Suzuki, and Toyota. Thank you for watching this month's episode of Collision Hub News. We hope you'll make CHNN your source for the collision repair news and information you need. Want more in-depth coverage of stories you heard about today? Please visit Repairer Driven News, your daily source for information and editorial features for the collision repair industry. If you need to catch up on past episodes of CHNN, visit the YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe, ensuring you'll never miss another edition.